Hey fellas, Rusty coming at you, and today we're going to be taking a look at my newest case trapper, both in the collection and one that was made. This is a case trapper in what they're calling the Indian paintbrush. Indian paintbrush is a flower in the south that actually it's this color, and it shows some oranges and yellows, and hopefully you can see that. This should be a 2025 with those horrible tang etch. We have an Arrowhead shield, slightly proud on the tip, but that's just the jigging, and beautiful bone. This side isn't as shiny. Now, it came very dirty in my opinion, like almost unfinished, and stick around at the end. I'm gonna do a quick cleanup and unboxing. So the action, I haven't oiled this yet, and it's decent, except right now the primary blade, my clip point, has lack of snap, lack of close. A little ding type thing here. Baxter's blades actually kind of sold me this knife. What I mean is, I saw one of his Indian paintbrush and said, hey, I'm thinking about getting a trapper. Might have been his Indian trapper. And he said, oh, you got to. So I did. And I'm glad I did. Thanks, Baxter. So pretty much just a standard trapper. It's all about the covers here when we get into it. But I want to compare it to another knife. That one being in Kinfolks jigging. So that's the similarity between these two, is the jigging. They're both in Kinfolks, and you can see with that jigging what that does to the bone. We have jade here and kind of a hot dog shield or a bar type shield. So just for comparison, I do like the jigging on these knives. Let's watch this. What I'm talking about, that is, see that? So I have to oil that. I think it'll work through. This one is good. They feel dry. The stepping on them is acceptable. Looking, I actually should say looking, I can see some light coming through. You don't see a gap, but it's there. Now, this particular one is better. And we'll just compare. And we're going to keep this one short. Stick around for the unboxing and the cleanup. Thanks, guys. And here's the box it came in. Just a traditional, what you find in this, about this era of case knives. The item number is 42320, Indian paintbrush, and mine was built on April 8th. And as I mentioned, I think I did order this from Deborah Kidd, and she takes pictures, so you kind of know what you're getting. And so I knew what to expect, and I knew then that the knife would have been open, and maybe you can see a little styrofoam peanut. She put another one in there, keeps it from shaking around in the box. So thank you, Deborah. Okay guys, this is just going to show you what to do with your new case knife, and just kind of what I'm going to do is scrub it with some Windex. And so pay attention and we'll see how it comes out. Here's the before, and you can maybe see that gunk in there. Okay, and I'm fortunate enough to have a nice sink like this at work. And I just grab this little trusty, you can already see the color improving here. And now here's the part that's a little tricky. Notice that this shield is just a proud high on that side. And that will, I've lost shield before. This knocks them off. I like to clean the tank. Now we'll open it up. And I like to clean the blade edge. Right there. I grab a little bit of Dawn soap. One thing to do, get this back spring right there. Okay. And then we move over here. Again with the Dawn soap, I just actually rub my fingers on the top. Try to flush out any grit by doing that. Leave the back spring open. And voila, we're done. I normally take and set this in front of a fan for half hour to an hour. Well, and here's the after. And you guys can see, still not shiny right under this, but I think a little oil will help. I think the case shield looks a bit, I want to get my center, my focus here. Looks a bit, the letters look double stamped. So anyways, I wish it wasn't like that on such a nice knife. Here's my comparison knife for that video. They both need a little more shine. Thanks, guys.